Students, coming to the next topic, that is the distributed objects. So what are the distributed object? The distributed objects refers to the software module that are designed to work together but resides either in multiple computers connected via a network or in a different process inside the same computer. So actually here the word itself is saying that the objects are going to be distributed. You are going to create the objects in any one of the system and you are distributing that objects to the other system to work together. So that it's simply you call it as a software module. A software module that are designed in the way that to work together but resides either in multiple computers connected via a network or in different processes inside the same computer. So those objects are present in different processes inside the same computer. So let's see here. I had taken the two machines, the machine A and the machine B. Here the machine A is the caller, means this is let's take this is a client and this is a server. The client is requesting the server for some operations, okay, some module. So this client is a caller. It is calling through stub. The stub is the proxy that is present of the server which is present at the client side. So the stub is present at the client side and the skeleton is present at the server side. So it has a proxy of the server and it has a proxy of this client. Okay. So here the caller calling through stub, and these systems are connected over the network, and this is a skeleton which is at the server side calling the called object. So whatever the client is asking, so the server is sending that called objects. So here the same objects are distributed in the client as well as the server. How? Here the client is requesting and the server is sending those objects. So here this is the distributed objects residing in different machines. Are distributed objects which are residing in different machines. So those objects that are present in the server as well as in the client. So this is a distributed object concept. I hope you understand. So actually it is a software module that are designed to work together. So here these distributed objects are working together in the client as well as in the server. Okay. So let's see how the working of the distributed objects. So let me take here one client machine and different server machines are there. So the client consisting of client object 2 and object 1. Let us take two objects are present, the object 1 and the object 2. So then it is a caller. So this it is asking the method request to whom? To the server. So in the server is having the server objects 1 and the server object 2s. But here these client object is requesting the method 2 objects. So that's why it is connecting to the method server object 2 which are present at the server. And here the client object 1 is calling. So that is a method request is sent to the server object 1. Instead of it is not sending to 2 and it is not sending to 3. So it is accepting only to the server object 1. So this is how the distributed objects will be working. So whatever the client that is asking, only particular module, that module will be sent to the client. So if it is an object 1 module or it is object 2 or it is an object 3, whatever it may be. So the request is only sent to that particular object which is present at the server. Then the server will send a reply to the client. Okay, so I hope you understand what exactly the distributed objects are. Those objects that are working together which are present at the client side as well as the server side. So the client is requesting those objects which are present at the server side. So the server is sending that request to this client. After completion, it is sending that information. So this is a mutual understanding between the client and server in the distributed environment. Okay, so here you can see some of the working conditions of this distributed object. One is the remote object reference, distributed action, distributed exception, and the remote interface. So first let me explain about these references as operations, the working conditions of this distributed objects. So if you take the remote object reference, here the remote object reference is globally unique reference for a distributed object that may be passed as a parameter. Whereas the distributed actions, the distributed action here is initiated by a method invocation, potentially resulting in an invocation chains. So these are all the working conditions of the distributed object. What exactly that distributed object can do? It can perform as a remote object reference, and here the operation is a distributed action, or it can be a distributed exception. Additional exceptions generated from the distributed nature of the system, including message loss or process failure. And remote interfaces. Okay. So the remote interfaces is nothing but the working of the distributed object is maybe a remote interface. It provides an abstract specification of the methods that can be invoked on the remote object. So here the client server service proxy, which is a stub, and the service implementation, which is a skeleton. Okay. So the remote method invocation is established between the client and the server. So this service will be interface service is accessed by the client as well as the server. So this is the remote interface. Thank you.